I'm Anna, and today Alex and I are going to talk about a very common problem that many English learners face, which is speaking with too many pauses. Because even when people know the words, they often stop in the middle of a sentence, and this makes their speech sound less confident and less natural. So today we will explain how to reduce pauses and speak more smoothly and continuously.
Hi, everyone. I'm Alex, and this is something that almost every learner experiences at some point. Because when you are thinking too much about grammar, vocabulary, and structure at the same time, your brain becomes overloaded, and this creates pauses in your speech. So the goal is to make your speaking more automatic and natural by using simple techniques and consistent practice.
One of the main reasons people pause too much is because they try to create perfect sentences in their mind before speaking, and this takes time. So instead of aiming for perfection, it is better to focus on communication and allow yourself to speak with simple and clear sentences that come naturally.
Yes, and when you accept that your sentences don't need to be perfect, your brain relaxes, and this helps you speak more freely because you are not stopping yourself to correct every small detail, and this creates a smoother flow in your speech.
Another important technique is using filler phrases, because when you don't know what to say next, you can use simple expressions like let me think or what I mean is, and this gives you time to think without completely stopping your speech.
Yes, and these filler phrases are used by native speakers as well, so they sound natural and help you maintain the rhythm of your speech instead of creating silent pauses that make you feel uncomfortable.
It is also helpful to speak in small, connected ideas instead of long, complicated sentences, because when you break your thoughts into smaller parts, it becomes easier to continue speaking without stopping too much.
Yes, and these small ideas can naturally connect to each other, so your speech flows like a continuous chain instead of separate, disconnected sentences, which makes you sound more fluent.
Another useful habit is practicing speaking every day, even if it is just for a few minutes, because regular practice helps your brain become faster at finding words and forming sentences, and this reduces hesitation over time.
Yes, and consistency is more important than long practice sessions because when you practice daily, your brain stays active in the language, and this makes speaking easier and more automatic.
Let's also talk about thinking in English, because when you think directly in English, you don't need to translate, and this removes one of the biggest causes of pauses in speech.
Yes, translation slows you down, but thinking in English allows your ideas to come out faster, and this creates a smoother and more natural speaking rhythm.
Another powerful technique is repetition, because when you repeat common phrases and structures, they become automatic in your memory, and you can use them without thinking too much.
Yes, and this automatic use of language reduces pauses because your brain does not need to search for words every time, and this makes your speech more fluent.
It is also important to stay calm while speaking because nervousness can increase pauses. And when you feel relaxed, your speech becomes more natural and continuous.
Yes, confidence and calmness play a big role in fluency, so try to focus on your message instead of worrying about mistakes.
Another helpful strategy is shadowing, which means listening to a native speaker and repeating what they say immediately, because this helps you learn natural rhythm and flow.
Yes, shadowing trains your brain to speak without long pauses because you are following a continuous stream of language, and this improves your fluency over time.
At the end of the day, speaking without pauses is not about speaking fast, but about speaking smoothly and continuously, even if your sentences are simple.
Yes, fluency is about flow, not speed. And when you focus on flow, your confidence and communication improve naturally.
Well, that brings us to the end of today's conversation here on English Conversation Studio, and we hope this long and natural discussion helps you reduce pauses and speak more smoothly.
If you enjoyed this conversation, please subscribe to English Conversation Studio and support our channel.
Also, don't forget to share this with your friends who want to improve their speaking.
Thank you very much for listening and practicing English with us today.
Keep speaking, stay confident, and we'll see you again in our next conversation on English Conversation Studio.